Hello internet, and today's video is going to be another book opinion, those videos in which I tell you my opinion on a book. And today's book is going to be Girl Man's Up by M.E. Girard. So this was a really fun and interesting book. This book covers a lot of conversations when it comes to queer society, specifically when it comes to the sort of forced and gender norms that we have on each other and that society places on us and we place on each other just in general, and how dangerous that can be and really mess with someone's mind when really all a person wants to be is themselves, and it just really messes people up. So this follows a girl, and she is a very masculine girl, and because of this she has to deal with a lot of shit from a lot of different people, from her parents, from friends, from everyone around her except her brother. Her brother is really awesome, but I'll get to that. She has to listen to all this stuff like, oh, you look like a boy, oh, what is a boy doing in a girl's bathroom? And she just keeps getting frustrated because she's like, what is wrong with me being a girl and wanting to dress like this? What is wrong with me being more comfortable in baggy jeans and boy tees and muscle shirts? And like, what is wrong with this sort of stuff? Like, why do I keep getting reprimanded or talked to, and like I'm not being like a proper girl by doing all of this stuff? And I liked how she was like, I am a girl, but like, what's wrong with being the type of girl that I am? What's wrong with being me? And so I liked how it just kind of talked about how this girl felt when everyone was just telling her she wasn't a girl enough, or she looked like this, or she shouldn't dress like that, or she shouldn't act like that, or because she liked video games, that meant she just was trying to be a boy all the time. And she's like, no, this isn't me trying to be a male. This isn't me trying to be masculine or become a male or grow a penis. This is just me being who I am. I like boys' clothes. I like video games. I liked looking like this. I like girls. This doesn't mean I am trying to be a male because I look and I act like this. This is just who I am as a person. And I liked how it really just showed how when you get all of these conversations and all of these things told to you on a constant and everyday basis of you're just weird 24/7 and everyone can see it and everyone's going to comment on it, that you will immediately try to grasp onto the closest thing that feels safe to you. Because in this book she has a toxic relationship with one of her really close friends, but the reasons why she's still in this relationship with this friend is because he's the only one who like reasonably accepts her for being who she is. And yes, he says a lot of horrible, like, there is no way in which this guy is a good guy at all, but we get to see why she kind of stays with it for so long, and why Penn is just going along with this relationship for so long is because nearly everyone else in her life keeps throwing her shit. And she's just like, well, at least I have this one friend that will sort of support me. And then she slowly starts to discover the toxic relationships that she's having, fully acknowledging why they are bad and how they're really messing her up, and just coming to some really important conclusions of what she needs to do for her own health. What I really like about this book is not only do we get to see a female-female relationship that is completely platonic, which is amazing and great, especially since our main character is a female who likes females. Now, this is how I feel about platonic relationships. They are possible. You can be friends with someone who normally fits into the category of someone you would be sexually attracted to. So, if you are a straight man, you can be friends with a girl. If you are a lesbian girl, you can be friends with a girl. And then all the other different connotations of those things. You can be platonic friends with someone. So I liked how she slowly becomes platonic friends with a girl for the first time, and how their relationship buds and grows, and she really cares about this girl and like wants to be friends and really good friends, and like is like there for this girl, and how they're there for each other. I also like the person she gets in a relationship with. I thought they had a very interesting dynamic, and how that the girl she was having a relationship with, and she potentially gets a relationship with, had a few emotions, had some faults that kind of existed outside this main character, so she didn't become a manic pixie dream girl or a character that only exists for the sake of our main character. So that was good. I also really liked Penn's brother. I absolutely love Penn's brother because I just liked how he stood by his sister. So many times when we read or we watch TV, we see siblings who just absolutely despise each other for some reason. And like, I get it, siblings are annoying, but most of the time siblings, while they pester each other, don't like outright antagonize and hate on each other all the time. Like, they're not mortal enemies that entertainment is always trying to show us all the time. So I liked how her older brother stood up for her against her parents, against her friends, against whoever he needed to, and was there for her no matter what, and didn't try to change her, and accepted her for who she was, and wasn't like, you have to be this or you have to be that. He accepted who she wanted to be and respected all of her choices, never questioned them, never made jokes, never did anything, and he was just a very supportive person in her life who always respected her and always stood up for her. And I just like that even though Penn was going through a lot of stuff in the beginning of this book and she didn't fully understand what was happening and what she needed to do for her own health, she had a person that was always in her corner that she could go and look to, and that she could go and trust would always have her back no matter what. So this is a very good book, like 5-star book for me. I think this book has a lot of difficult conversations, but necessary conversations about how we treat others when they don't fit into our certain stereotypes of what we believe people should be, how we need to accept that people are just going to be themselves and we can't just stereotype them and say, oh, only these people like this or only these people like that, or you should look like this or you should look like that. Just leave people alone and let them be themselves. I like how just Penn just feels about stuff. Like, I like how she mentioned she's like, there's one point in which she goes to the bathroom and someone's just like, what is a boy doing in here? And she's like, I'm a girl. I identify as a girl. Why are you guys always getting on to me? And she's like, I understand that transgenders go through this all the time, and I can only imagine like what they're going through when they have to do this, but like, I identify as a girl and I'm going through this and they still pull this shit on me. So like, who's safe? Like, who is safe to do and be who they want to be if like you fit into one category but then you don't fit into 50 others, so you're still not okay? Like, just this idea, like, right, that all these 20 different labels that exist, and you have to check off specific boxes in specific orders, otherwise you're not living your life right. So overall, just, it's a great book. It's a slice of life book. It's about a young girl just trying to figure out, like, how's she gonna live in this world, because she's having some problems and the world's having some problems with her, and she's just like, I need to figure it out and I need to deal with it. So great book. Some great angst. Some great conversations, just all the way around. I'd also like to mention, just like being an English major, and because I'm weird and I just want to tell you fun Englishy things. So the name of this author is M.E. Girard, but if you look carefully, it is not a full stop that separates the M and the E. It is a dash. So in English back in the day, what writers would do when they wanted to talk shit about each other but didn't want to be bothered to create a brand new name, or didn't want to be caught actually talking shit, they would put a little dash between, like, say the first letter and the last letter of that person's name, so that you wouldn't know like how long the name was or what letters went there, but it would still kind of hint that you were talking crap, but also never fully acknowledge that you are the person they're talking crap about. So I just thought that was a funny little thing. Like, I thought that was interesting that that's what this author chose to put down for her pen name, and that there's a little history behind it where those dashes means I'm going to talk shit about you and I want you to know it's you, but I still want to have plausible deniability that I wasn't talking about you. So that's hilarious to me, and I think everyone should have that little bit of information. So if you like what you're seeing here and you want to continue to see more, click all those bunnies down below, and goodbye, internet.